Wake up and smell the coffee, Mr. LaRusso.
Extreme situations require extreme measures.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Cobra Kai Karate. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we're going to be talking about who would win in a fight, Terry Silver or Chozen. Now, this fight is a lot of Cobra Kai fans are waiting to see, and I think it will most definitely happen in Season 5 of Cobra Kai. So let's just get into the video and start talking about who I think will win. So we all know that Terry Silver is one of the best fighters in the whole Karate Kid Cobra Kai universe, and so is Chozen. Terry Silver knows Cobra Kai best as a fighting skill. He's better than John. He beat him in Cobra Kai Season 4. He could definitely beat John Kreese, which I think that's just, yeah, there's no way. He's definitely beating John Kreese. He can basically about beat anyone in Cobra Kai. He knows it better than anyone. So I think he's the best at Cobra Kai. And as far as Chozen, I think he is probably the best at Miyagi-Do besides Mr. Miyagi. Besides Mr. Miyagi, I think Chozen was the best. He was the only person to ever land a hit on Mr. Miyagi. That's just number one. No other person even landed a hit on him, besides Anthony. But anyway, and Chozen, he's been in the dark side of Miyagi-Do and the light side, where he's been a bad guy in it. He's been in the dark side with Sato, and he also came to the light, where he has his own dojo, and he's been training for a very long time. So this is really about a matter who is better, Cobra Kai or Miyagi-Do. This is a very difficult thing to say. I think they're both just as good at their fighting skills, and I think there'd be a very fair fight if they fought. Definitely Terry Silver. He's taller. He can kick like it's Sade. He'll have a huge height over him, and I think that would definitely help in the fight. But I also think that Chozen is very disciplined, and he can very, very easily take him out. I think this will be a very close fight, but I think near the end, it all comes up to who makes a mistake. And I'm pretty sure the person making the mistake is Terry Silver. Why I say this is because Terry Silver, he'll probably get angry at something and just make a mistake. Chozen is very disciplined. He comes from Okinawa, and he's been training in Miyagi-Do karate, which is definitely more disciplined fighting style than Cobra Kai. Then, so I think that will happen, and then he'll beat Terry Silver. But who knows? This fight could really go either way. We do know that Chozen is probably a better fighter at the time, because Terry Silver did take a huge break between Karate Kid Part 3 and Cobra Kai. That was like a 30-year break of no karate. Maybe done a little bit, but probably not too much. And then Chozen been training. He opened his own dojo. So I would say Chozen would probably get the upper hand, and he's more disciplined. So I would say Chozen wins this fight, but I think it would be a very close fight. Now I'm going to talk about why they would be fighting and if it will really happen and when it will happen. I say it will definitely happen in Season 5. Why will they be fighting? This is my quick little theory why I think that Chozen and Terry Silver come to a conclusion where they fight. So maybe Terry Silver finds out that Daniel is not closing down Miyagi-Do and is interfering with his business in Cobra Kai just a little bit. So he's just very mad at this. They did not stick to the deal, and he wants to stop it. Clearly, he'll have the money. He'll have everything to do to stop it. Like a theory that I heard people say is maybe that he will buy their house just to get back at them, or he'll just start doing terrible stuff. Maybe he'll send people to attack their students. So it might be a little too dark, but Terry Silver is probably the darkest he has ever been, and he clearly has no problem attacking kids like what you could see in Karate Kid Part 3 when he terrorized Daniel LaRusso when he was just a teenager. Like I said multiple times, I think this will be a very dark season in Cobra Kai, so I think we could expect anything. So, but what I'm trying to say is Terry Silver will keep interfering. Well, he'll do something so bad that Chozen will get very angry, and he'll go to the Cobra Kai dojo. Terry Silver will underestimate him and no idea who he really is, and eventually Terry Silver might strike first, and they'll get in the fight, and it'll end with Chozen winning, and Terry Silver being surprised about this, and then maybe he calls Mike Barnes because of that. Or what I also think that could happen is that this is a theory that Talking Cobra Kai made. I loved it, and it's a little far out there, like he said, but it's still a possibility. Maybe he's impressed by his fighting, and he starts manipulating him. I said that word wrong, but you know what I mean. To get him back into Cobra Kai, or not? He never was in Cobra Kai. We'll get him back to like a bad person, like he was in Karate Kid 2. He'll start feeling that exact same energy that Terry Silver felt, where he just started feeling that bad guy again, and maybe he'll turn on Daniel, or Daniel has to fight this by himself, which will be very difficult because it'll be Chozen, Terry Silver, and hopefully Mike Barnes. But anyway, that's gonna wrap up our video. I'm gonna have like a kind of a part 3 to this. I made a first one of why Terry Silver cannot beat Daniel. You check that out. And also now I'm making this one. The third one will be the end fight of Cobra Kai. The end fight, all that stuff. That'll be coming soon. But anyway, that's wrap up the video for today. I'll see you guys later, and always remember, guys, extreme situations require extreme measures. Peace.
Cobra Kai karate.